When I get asked, Paul, what do you do? My answer is very simple. I solve sales problems, period. Well, this is the second part of my day. Earlier today, I did a sales training with an agent that I've given fired for sale by owner referrals. And we also did some training, and I also did some live cold call so she can see how I do it. Now, this one is I'm doing some cold call for sale by owner for my client agent out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, to try to get appointments for sale by owners. Okay? So buckle up, watch the video, pay attention to how I deal with the seller. And if you like this video and you see some value, especially real estate agents and realtors, do me a favor, smash the like button, share your comments, whether you agree or disagree. Just don't get vulgar if you disagree. And also, if you want to support my channel, just hit the subscription button below. It's for free, but you have tremendous upside potential with the content that I post on my channel. Back. This is Paul Cruz. I called you and you called me back, but I've been having problems because of the rain here in El Paso. So it's, yeah, like every time I try to pick up, it just goes beep, 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 beep. And for every call in those cruises, I don't know why, but yeah, I do thank you for calling back. I'm calling about the property at 1622 Calle de Velasquez.
Right.
I'm assuming you're the owner.
I am.
Okay, what is your name, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
Tommy Montoya.
Tommy Montoya?
Right.
Okay, Montoya. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for taking my call. And I saw the pictures on Zillow. I see that it's a relatively new home, and you have a guest suite. Is that guest suite rented out, or is just for future people that could live in there?
It's just a 2-bedroom with 2 suites, so it can be, or it's basically a really nice guest bedroom, private bathroom.
Oh, I see. So that's why you put 3 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And it's 2,270 square feet. Did you make any like additions to it? Did you do anything on the roof? I mean, obviously it's a new home, but did you add anything to it, or is just the way it is originally built?
Well, the square footage is a lot to do with the bedroom, the master bedroom. It's big. It's like a 19 by 19.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bedroom and the living room, and the great room, kitchen, and dining room is one big open area.
Well,
it's got a massive counter.
I saw that. I saw the pictures. Yeah. So are you I'm assuming you're the original owner. You're the first owner, right? Original owner of it.
Right. Yeah, I actually built the home. So.
Oh, you did? Oh, you're a builder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's custom made and everything. Well, why are you selling if you don't mind me asking?
Well, selling because me and my old lady are getting divorced.
Oh, okay.
So
I understand.
That's not. I wouldn't plan on selling this house because put a lot of detail into it.
I got you.
It's all 2x6. It got spray foam insulation.
I got you. Okay.
Car garage.
Okay.
Garage.
I got you.
Yeah, it has a lot of upgrades, wood doors.
Oh, wow. So you
patios tiled.
Wow.
So, it's an awesome view of the valley.
Oh wow, wow. You did a great job looking at the picture. So you customized it for the way you and your wife originally wanted it. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I don't mean to pray. You don't have to answer this question. I deal with this all the time. Is it kind of like a rough divorce, or is it like an amicable divorce?
Yeah, it's pretty amicable.
Okay. All right. And the reason why I'm asking because sometimes good deals are lost because of the fighting back and forth. So this is a situation we could be helpful. How much you're asking $735? How much are you looking to net out of it, if you could, if it's quick?
I would go down as far as 710.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to get.
Okay.
If you want to come and take a look at it, give me a reasonable offer.
Right. Let me explain what I do so that you understand how I can help you. Number one, I deal with investors, not only in Las Cruces, El Paso, Dallas. I'm a venture capitalist by trade. I also work with agents and sellers and buyers, and I solve sales problems. That's what I do. I make sure that everybody gets happy. So I'm not an agent as far as this case, but I do represent an agent. You might even know who she is. She's from Las Cruces for 35 years as a real estate agent at every level. She's been involved in over 2,000 successful real estate transactions, including land deals, mineral rights, waters, construction. She was an attorney for 10 years. We just signed a listing for $1.5 million home. Okay. So she's a high end person. Usually it takes a 45, 60 days, worst case scenario, to pull off a good escrow because she never gets a deal that she knows she doesn't have a buyer, which is my end. So she asked me to call you about this because not only the pictures are nice, but sometimes the pictures could be deceiving if they might be old. So I'm always questioning how current the pictures are. But in a situation like this, you would need to target the right buyer. And what I mean by buyer is someone that has a high-end income, like at least a $500,000 income, that can meet the criteria for financing even with the current interest rates. That's not always easy. You know what I mean?
Who's this realtor that you're just
Her name is Miss Jody Hooper. She's 84 years old, and she's going at 100 miles an hour. She's faster than me sometimes, you know? And so what I would like to do is, ask you a few more questions about it. I'll tell you what our strategy is. And then if we could see that the strategy could be beneficial to you and could get you 710 or more, then it's something that we follow with and tell you, hey, here's our strategy, here's what we do, this is how we do it, this is what we're looking for, a compensation. Because at the end of the day, if you don't win and the buyer doesn't win at the same time, then the agent usually doesn't win, in my opinion. So we always try to make sure that is a win-win, and we walked away from many situations before. But something like this for your situation, my personal opinion, you need the right agent that has experience, that has been able to deal with the issues and knows how to get it done. You don't want to use an inexperienced agent because of your situation of being divorced, and it could get emotional at times. So we want to make sure that you get the right person. So do you owe any money on it, or you just paid it all yourself?
Sorry, what's that?
Do you have debt on it, or is it free and clear?
No, it's clear.
Free and clear. Okay. Option number one: are you open to, if there's a buyer that has money but cannot get a traditional financing through a bank, would you be willing to finance a deal and be a bank on that property? Probably not, right? Okay, fair. I gotta ask these. I gotta ask this because I don't like to. Oh, fair enough. That's a big capital no. Okay, 10 exclamation points. I got it. Okay, fair enough. How quick do you really? I mean, obviously the sooner the better. But what's your real timetable? Because I never want to put you in a position where you're desperate. What's a timetable realistically? 30 days or 45 days, a good day, and we could get it sold for you.
Well, the thing is,
Okay.
the house is not quite 2 years old.
Right.
So at the end of July, it'll be 2 years. That way, I won't have to be subject to capital gains.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the end of July is my actual closing date time.
Okay, end of July closing date. Okay. Now, so are you looking? And you could tell me if I'm out of touch here. So when you sell it, I'm assuming you and your wife split it, however you split it, or are you guys looking to do a 1031 exchange so you can defer your capital gains?
No, it's going to be a 50-50 split.
50-50 split. So you're in, you're out, and what I would encourage you to do from your perspective, right? If we represent you, is I would always try, if you don't need the money, right? I would take whatever capital gains you make on this, right? And I would identify a property just to get it, and then get a lower property, anything at that price and higher. And then you can always borrow against it. And I don't know how active investor you are, but I can help you save capital gains that way too. And then you could take it out on a loan and no taxes on it. So there are good strategies with these type of situations, especially if you're free and clear. It's even a better position for you. You know what I mean? So I will.
It's just a short time frame, before I can avoid capital gains. It's just some fun.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta. Okay. So.
I'm not that big a hurry to get rid of it. I don't really want to sell it actually, but yeah. So I'm not in that big a hurry buy and sell it by the end of July and just put capital gains, and all. So that's your
Yeah, and you can, if you have it under an LLC, you can always offset it. You can carry it over to the next year. So I do estate planning. So you are in a good situation, and I love challenges like this. So the way we do it is this, very simple. Miss Jody, she's my client for 3 years, and we developed such a relationship where she considers me her son. So I train her real estate agents. I train other agents in El Paso and Dallas. And what's happening is I handle a lot of investors because there's a difference between a buyer and investor. And I like investors because they know how to make decisions. You know what I mean? In this case, I would target both. One that has capital, that's looking for a house, can't get credit, blah, blah, blah. So things like that we can do, right? Or an investor could look at it where they could turn it into an Airbnb and get some cash flow and equity. So there are different strategies, especially with the house. It's a beautiful house. It's brand new. So there's a lot of appealing things to it. And so what I do, I focus on the investors and the right buyers, and then I enter. So in other words, if we were to list this property, she don't do public showings. And the reason for that is because you get a lot of window shoppers, tire kickers, and looky-loos. So what I do is we get 3 or 4 buyers, do a private showing. They're in the house at the same time, and mentally they're bidding the price up. So most agents, they'll press the high price knowing they're going to drop it. I think that's a mistake in my opinion, because if you have something of value, you stick with it. But what I do is I like to get them all in there, and usually we bid the price up because I understand the psychology and the emotional content of investors in the same room, because as a venture capitalist, that's what I do. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So we can,
This house will make an excellent Airbnb.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is. And right, and it has it's really 3 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, right?
Yeah, 2 bedrooms.
Right. Now are the 2 master bedrooms really close to each other, or they're like separate on the other side?
Opposite sides of the house.
So that could be something that could be split, and you could rent one side and then rent the other, like a suite, like a casino kind of thing, Airbnb. Now, is the furniture you have included in the sale or not?
No, it's not.
No. Okay. Are you looking to buy another house when you sell this?
I will be buying a new home.
Okay.
Sure what my wife is going to do.
Okay.
She hasn't said what she's planning on doing.
Okay.
So she's going to make a move anytime soon.
Okay.
But I'm probably going to buy another home.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot less than I'm used to.
Right.
Because I am retired right now and I'm going to lose income.
Okay, yeah, so we can help you with the buying as well as that as well. We could do double. So what I would like to do with you, if it's okay, Tommy, I would like to introduce you to Miss Jody Hooper. I could get her on the phone just as an introduction. That way she could tell you by experience. Like I said, over 2,000 funded deals in 35. That's a lot of deals, man. They all haven't been easy. But at the end of the day, the buyer's happy because they had a good buying experience. The sellers made money, she made money, and she's got an unblemished record, which is very rare in real estate at her level. You know what I mean? So she's very anal about that. And do you have a few seconds?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me call her and see if she's there. Yeah. She didn't answer. She's probably in a meeting. Just to give you more background, she's, like I said, 84 years old. She doesn't need to do this, but when you love what you do, it's never work. You know what I mean? So she just keeps doing it. So I'm basically training her agents. She persuaded me to go get my real estate license. I said, I don't want a license, She goes, but get it, because you're better than most agents. So since I'm training them, I'm actually going to study to get my license, not only in New Mexico, but also Texas, because we have an office here and over there in New Mexico. Do you have an email address, Tom?
Yeah, it's Tommy P as in Paul.
Yeah.
Montoya. Tommy P as in Paul. Montoya @gmail.
Montoya. Are you originally from New Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And Miss Jody is as well. Here's what I would like to do. Uh, is there a time next week? Well, first, I would like to introduce you to her before we do a walkthrough. And if I could get a hold of her, what's the latest I can speak with you again, just so that you can meet and then we could schedule a walkthrough together so we could be on the same page.
Anytime after 3.
Anytime after 3 today?
Anytime, yeah.
Okay, it's 3:30 right now. So I'm going to try to get a hold of her. And what's the latest I can call you? What's the latest to introduce?
7 o'clock.
Okay, I went. Okay, 7 p.m. because she's 1 hour ahead. And if I'm not able to get you guys to talk today, when will be a good time on Monday? I don't know if you were take calls tomorrow. Tomorrow's 4th of July, and
I'm always available after 11 o'clock.
After 11, yeah, because I'm running a race. I'm a runner, so I'm running a race tomorrow on 4th of July.
Yeah.
I'm 60 years old and I feel like I'm 25, you know? Yeah. Yeah, people say, how do you do this?
Huh? 65 on the 20th of this month. So
oh, really? Congratulations. You know, I go to the gym, I work out an hour and a half of weights, then I do 5 or 6 miles a day running. You know, I feel healthy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I do all the healthy things that I could. They say, how do you do this? I said, I have a choice. Either I take care of my health or my health will destroy me because I'll get old and decay, right? So I have a choice, you know, and I love doing it, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a hold of her again. I will try to call you before 7 p.m. If not, you said you're available tomorrow after 11. She may not be there. And what will be a good time? Well, once we speak with her, then we'll schedule a time to do a walkthrough, look at that. But in the meantime, I'm going to do an analysis on this, like what the comps are going, what the appraisal value is. But I think you have a good situation where I think in 45 days or less, I think we could get you a good deal on that. And I know you're looking at 710 you need to take out, right? At least.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're asking 735, correct?
Correct.
Okay. How did you price it, if you don't mind me asking?
We were checking around the area, our neighborhood, and how homes in our neighborhood are priced in that price range. But this one is, like I said, it's brand new. It's 2 years old.
Right.
2 years old.
Right. Right.
All these homes are older, but they might have some more square footage. But just location, you know.
Right. Hey, let me play devil's advocate with you, just because I have to always do that, because it's a custom-made home. It's different. If it's amazing how people buy. But if a lot of homes look the same, like a master development, people tend to buy that and they look like everybody's home. When you do a custom home like yours at this price, it's going to take a specific person that sees the value and the way you did it, but they also see what could it be in the future if they add something else or if the equity goes up. So you have to look at it from that way. It may not be an easier sale just because it's different. It stands out like a sore thumb, but in a good way, right? So just keep that in mind.
I have 6 homes.
Oh, did you?
They have all sold within a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. That's good. I like to hear that. But now you said it's a guest suite. Why do you call it a guest suite? Just because it's a second master bedroom?
I'm sorry, what's that again?
You said it in the ad. You said it's a guest suite. Is it? Why did you call it a guest suite? Because it's a second bedroom. Is that right?
Right.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, are both rooms the same size and square footage?
No, the other one is smaller. It's I think it's 14 by 14.
Okay, and what's the other one?
It's still a good size, but it's a 14 by 14.
And what about the other one?
Has its shower. You know, it's a complete shower, hotel.
Okay.
It's a shower.
And it's a 1-story, right?
I'm sorry?
It's a 1-story or 2-story?
It's a single story.
Okay, single story. Okay. All right, sounds good. Well, Tommy, listen, I appreciate your time. I'm gonna try to call you back today. There's an outside chance, maybe 20-80 chance that Ms. Jody will want to talk tomorrow just because she spent time with her family. But if not, I'll email you something. What time, worst case scenario, what would be a good time on Monday if we can't do it later today or tomorrow?
Anytime after 11 is fine.
Anytime after 11? Okay. Well, listen, Tommy, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your courtesy. I'm going to get on this right away because I would love to deliver what you're looking for, and these are the kind of challenges that I crave every day. You know what I mean? Fair enough?
Yeah. Could you go send me an email with all your information?
I will do that, yes. And I'll even send you her information as well, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, and it's Tommy P. Montaya, Montaya, right?
MONTOYA.
Oh, YA, okay.
MMIPMONTOYA.
Okay, at Gmail. Got it. All right, thank you very much, Tommy. I appreciate your time. Talk to you later.
I'll check your name again.
Oh, my name is Paul Cruz, and I'll text you my information as well, and then I'll email it to you as well. Okay, fair enough?
Perfect.
All right, I'll try to call you back before 7 if I could, okay? All right, bye. That was a cold call. That's what I'm talking about. When you deal with people that know what they're doing and you could talk a straight game with them, that's what happens. You see what I'm saying? No objections. He agreed to the agent. He's good. And, you know, you always got to give them value. And what people misunderstand is that value is a perception. What do I mean by that? We could be looking at the same vehicle, the same model, right? Everything the same. You may see it as a higher value vehicle than I do. I may think is worth 10 grand. You may think is worth 20 grand. It's all perception. So how do you give value to a seller without you selling the home? Well, it's how you speak with them, understanding what they're saying, asking the right question, giving them some meat that they didn't think about, that you're in tune with what they're saying by adding different elements to the strategies that they may never thought about. Asking questions, you know, they're divorced, right? Was it a good divorce or amicable divorce or bad divorce? Why? Because that could determine an emotion, right? That's a smart question. That gives them value. They need to see the value. Then you talk about how the strategy would be. And where I told them, you know, it's a custom home. That doesn't mean everybody's going to see the way you saw it. Because if they have master development and all the houses look the same, most people want to buy what other people are buying, right? That's why you put a custom made home, right? So these are the things that you could add value to the seller because now they feel confident in what you're saying. For example, do you have any debt on it? Most people, if you don't say it right, they'll say none of your business. It says free and clear. How much do you need to make? $710,000. When I got through the numbers, then I got specific about the square footage in the house because in the beginning, there's no value in that. That's what everyone else says and talks about. No. You want to talk about real value, which is numbers and mindsets and attitudes and strategies. That's what they're looking for. Does that make sense? Hopefully that was helpful. And that's a cold call. So now I'm going to try to call my client to try to get him on the phone with her. And you see he was holding. And I was trying to get her on the phone, but she didn't answer. Does that make sense? That's a cold call. And that's a real prospect that I believe my client will get a listing for. Share your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are.